for next Thursday. And it sounds like a lot. It's really very little. All right, even and uneven basting. So this is even at the top, and this is uneven. And that doesn't really even need a demo because all you're doing is a stitch, right? And you make them consistent when you're doing the even basting. In other words, that this she gave me a needle that's rusted. Oh well. Don't sew with rusty needles. But I guess when you're borrowing, you just get what you get, right? So even basting, and then uneven basting is you just take one, and your second one is longer. And you did this in the YouTube video, right? You with me on that? Mm-hmm. No? You remember that? Okay, this is the uneven. One's a short stitch, the other one's a long stitch. The diagonal basting, same thing. It's just like, okay. I hate this needle.
Just keep doing.
Okay, I don't have time to go get another one.
So it's vertical from behind and diagonal across the front.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so you're just kind of whipping them together. Diagonal basting. So that's really fast. And you're done with that one. Won't take you any time at all. Prick stitch, which is the twin cousin to pick stitch. Okay. The only difference is when you do this one, it doesn't show on the back side. Oh. So you can kind of see that. And I'm not tying knots because you know my story on that. So I'm only going through, trying not to stick Karen in the eye, that top layer, and I'm not going through to the back side, so it's not showing back here. It's a prick stitch.
How does it hold it?
Yeah.
It's a decorative stitch. It's not done to hold anything together. So when I was at a tailoring class, there was a woman there, and she had been the assistant to a very famous tailor in LA. And these people had made these beautiful jackets, and then you would pay Maria $20 and she would prick stitch your entire jacket for you.
For 20 bucks?
Yeah. And then she did the hand-sewn buttonholes, and they were $10 each. And she had been doing it for like over 40 years. So you had the most beautiful jacket that had been prick stitched along the lapels and down the front.
I've noticed
like,
that more and more.
like our cashmere over there
That.
that you saw. Okay, so, and the only difference between the pick and the prick is, whoops, you don't see it on the back side. Okay? All right, so we'll just cut that. Now, tailor tack, do you guys really need me to demo that?
No, that was from the Otis, right?
It is
What about that
on the Otis,
blanket
but,
stitch?
you know, just for the sake of, that's a nice thing about the tailor tack. You can't just pull them out like I've been pulling out my other stitching. You have to cut this stuff in order to get it out. But that's the whole point, is you don't want to lose your markings, right? So tailor tacks are very efficient in that you will not lose your markings because the thread falls out or you accidentally pull it out. So just a real quick on the tailor tack. I make it the size of the dot that I'm doing. So sometimes the dots on the patterns are very tiny, like there's a dot for the pocket, and so you need a tailor tack here and then a tailor tack there so you know where to set your jacket pocket. So I leave a 2-inch tail, and I'm going to cut this so it looks like they were even. but they weren't perfectly even. And then I do a 1-inch loop. I just do the exact same stitch. Hey guys! 1-inch loop here and a 2-inch tail. Okay, so good old tailor tack. And blanket stitch. Maybe I can just thread my needle and do a blanket stitch because you already see them right there. Oops. And then are we done? No, we have a few more over here. Okay. Oh, this is one of those double-eye needles. You've seen those?
Mm-hmm.
I'll never get that thing threaded. Okay. Let me try this one.